What's going on? My camera quality is looking pretty good. I don't know why it's looking so much better, but yeah. So I just want to do an update on how my life is going. I really haven't made one of these. That I talk about some things that are going on, but I kind of want to talk about, I guess, something more current. Yeah, and I'm actually feeling better and better. You can see, I don't know, it actually probably went down a little bit. Like, since my adrenals were down, like, inflammation was, like, all over the place. And, yeah, it's, like, a result because the adrenals are down. Because your adrenals basically respond to inflammation, and, yeah, and mine are completely down. But I'm feeling better. I mean, I could feel... I don't know, like, it was crazy, like, a week ago, maybe 5 days ago, I just had, like, a crazy detox or something, because the one night, I just felt, I don't know, I got, like, extreme headache. I don't know if it was maybe dehydration, electrolyte balance. I got, like, a crazy headache. Then I couldn't go to sleep, but then I eventually did. I woke up the next day, and I felt pretty good, and I think I friggin' took a poop, and then I felt, like, amazing. And it was just, yeah, ever since then, I've been, like, rapidly feeling better, like, every day. Uh, yeah, it's pretty crazy, and I can tell because two things where I can tell I can breathe again, which ultimately, I can start to smell things again. Just imagine not being able to really smell anything for 2 years, unless it was, like, really close. But it just didn't sound genuine. It just felt like I was scratching the surface, and I couldn't take, like, super deep breaths necessarily. But I just couldn't feel the experience, if that makes any sense, and really couldn't appreciate it either. But now I'm starting to get there, and my body's starting to calm down. Again, it's just something that I feel. And I just wanted to talk about, like, what my diet's actually looking like and what my body's been telling me. Um, it's been telling me, like, it doesn't, cravings or just feelings. I haven't want, like, any fruits or salads, because I eat everything raw, but I haven't want any fruits and salads, like, at all. For some reason, I was getting craving, like, a week ago for, like, some salads, maybe the last 2 weeks, and I would eat them. Yeah. But sometimes when I eat, I just eat, like, a little, like, seriously, just, like, a little bit, like, probably less than maybe 3 to 4 ounces. But that's that's what I was gonna get into, like, muscle meat and protein. I've been eating, like, really low, and not on purpose or intentionally to say, more just instinctively and following. I just seem to be wanting no plants, no fruits, though arguably the same, and not even really any muscle meat necessarily. I've been wanting just, like, straight fat, like, just straight fat. So I don't like butter, but if I eat cheese, I kind of just eat the cheese with the butter. But I've been eating butter too. It hasn't been making me really woozy, though yesterday I did have a lot of dairy. It didn't make me woozy, it just had just a lot of dairy products. But butter actually hasn't been making me woozy like it was. It's really, like, the only thing that does it as of right now. But like I said, it wasn't doing that. I guess the way the screen was reflecting from the sun, or the way the sun was, is why the quality was looking good. Now I look pale. Now I look a little brighter, but there's clouds blocking the sun. The Yeah, so I've been wanting like a lot of dairy, and I actually been eating a lot of dairy. I started drinking raw milk again because I had some, even got a little more. Um, yeah, as of right now, I like all my stuff like fresh. The fermenting and the high meat. eh, I don't really want it. Even like sour milk, maybe kefir, but I haven't really made that yet because I need to get the grains, but I might do that. It's just hard to get. I don't know. I don't really like sour milk. I mean, it's actually not that bad, but I just like everything fresh, which goes along, I guess, with raw. Though I was looking at these dried steaks and they were looking pretty good. It just when they dried stuff at the store or whatever, it always costs more because they dry age it, and I can't really like I mean, I guess I could, but I was fermenting like so many things and making high meat. I at least had like 8 to 10 jars, but I recently just threw it all away. I had like, and it was like pretty. Some of them were fermenting for maybe up to 6 months or more. I mean, I've tried some of them. I, I mean, my senses are down, so I really can't give like an accurate view. But it, I don't know. Like the first time I had high meat or rotten meat, fermented meat, it was cool. Like I felt I had like the best dreams and the best sleep. But after that, I don't know. One time I had a reaction. It seemed to be broke out in pimples, which isn't the end of the world. I didn't really feel anything like other than negative other than the pimples. And it just, I don't know. Taste really doesn't matter to me, but I just like it fresh. It just something correlates in my mind, maybe every once in a while, but due to some family problems and people complaining and bitching, I just decided to throw it all out, and I really wasn't eating it. it, it like I had like some scallops in there, like wild scallops. I didn't actually really try those, and just like a bunch of other meats that were fermenting in there. Yeah, I mean, I did try some of them. It just they, I get it. They are easily digestible, but at this point, I mean, anything raw is pretty digestible. And I didn't feel the effects after all the high meat. Like I didn't really feel that much. Yeah, and then stuff that isn't fresh is kind of drier too, so that kind of makes me not want to eat it either. Kind of want like fresh and water rich things to say. The one thing I did not like with the fermented meats was I fermented this what were they, mussels, these mussels. Yeah, and they were just even when I first ate raw meat and the eggs, I've never tasted something more disgusting with and it wasn't even like a long fermentation, maybe 2 weeks or a month, and it wasn't even that much. It was like fermented. I mean, I guess mussels, and they're basically just like a little soft tissue tongue, and you just swallow it. I mean, you wouldn't even have to chew it, but I mean, I guess if you just swallowed it, it really wouldn't be that bad. But uh, it it just was more. I just don't like the smell of like fish. I never really did, and I don't really like the taste of it either, and I never have. But some interesting things, I guess, like Escobar or like snails. I've had them frozen before, and then they were probably cooked, but that was way before I started the journey that I'm on. That was years ago. And then I had crab legs and stuff like that. I mean, it'd be nice to eat that stuff raw. I'd kind of be interested in like snails, maybe some crabs, lobster. Be interesting, I guess, but that stuff's really expensive. And I guess to try some oysters, but I don't know. I don't know. Just haven't really been wanting it necessarily. But I don't even think I've ever had a raw oyster or oysters in general, to be honest. Um, So as of what I've been eating, I've just been eating a lot of freaking fat. Like, uh, I probably in the last week and a half, I almost ate 2 pounds of butter. And like I said, I don't even like butter. In there, it's raw. I, I started to drink milk again. I've been drinking milk. I probably ate like a half pound of cheese. I even stopped like doing the vegetable juices. I mean, I did a couple, but I haven't even been doing the veggie juices. Maybe I might do them again, but I haven't been doing them at all. As I was doing them, it was every day. But my electric lights seem to be coming more balanced. My mouth isn't as dry all the time anymore. It was dry every fucking day, forever. And now it's not really dry. But what? It just seems like nothing is in water. I don't know. I haven't been drinking any water, like, at literally, like, I've been taking like sips. And if I am drinking water, it's just like a day where I'm basically just drinking water. It doesn't seem to do anything for me. And I don't mean to like down talk water or make it seem like water is not hydrating, but in my situation, it just really isn't doing anything. Like, and it's gonna sound super insane to some people, but I really haven't been drinking any water. Like, literally, I haven't even been drinking that much. Even the raw milk, I just started drinking more of it. But yeah, just water just doesn't. It just makes me more thirsty every time I drink it. Literally. It used to be like back when I would drink Gatorade. Gatorade would make me thirsty. My stepdad worked at Pepsi, so we get expired pop all the time. And of course, from childhood, I drink all the pop. But then I noticed, because I've been like an athlete, I was always sweating a lot and stuff like that. And I noticed these drinks weren't. I was always still thirsty after I consumed them. So I stopped drinking Gatorade and pop. And then it was water. But now it's like I don't want to drink water. Yeah, and I've been eating a lot of fat, basically raw butter, cheese. Uh, I did have some cream. I'm probably gonna go get some more cream. That I just don't like. I don't know if their cows are just ambiguous and they're A2. Their butter is yellow though, so I beg to differ. I usually don't get my raw milk from there. I might try it, but it seems to be low fat because they get a lot of the cream and they sell the cream too. So maybe it is cheaper for the milk. I don't know. Like, I didn't go see. I don't remember the cows. I don't know if they were black and white or what kind of cow it was, but it's right there. So maybe I'll check. Yeah. So basically, and I started eating a lot more eggs. Yeah, so I've been wanting eggs. I've been wanting the fat though. I haven't really ate too much muscle meat, ground beef, and I've been eating like liver, decent amount of liver. But as of right now, it seems like a lot of fat. Yeah, and more so dairy products than anything. Probably because they're easier to digest in some retrospective, because it's not really like meat, and there's no really density to it necessarily. Like, eggs digest faster than anything, and then milk probably digests super fast too. I mean, cheese is debatable, probably harder, but I would imagine that the dairy products, like, they're easier to digest than the meat, but they're relatively super all easy to digest anyway when in the raw state, and you're compatible with the body, and just raw foods in general. But yeah, I don't know. Just basically saying I've really been upping my fat intake, not even purposely, just more so like initially that's what my body wants. I mean, it could change. Yeah, I've just been wanting a lot of fat. Usually, like, sometimes I'll get like the raw honey and just mix raw honey with raw butter and just eat that. Because I can't just eat the raw butter by itself. It's fucking disgusting. But if I mix like with honey with it, And yeah, and then I'll eat it with cheese. If I eat it with cheese, it's fucking fine. Um, yeah, it's pretty much it. And I've been eating like raw liver, like here and there. I got some fucking back there in a jar. I mean, but it's relatively new. But I didn't put it in the fridge. It's actually been sitting just out in the jar for like maybe just a day or two. I like it fresh though. I just do. It don't really matter if it's, you know, rotten or been sitting out. But I just like it fresh. But I couldn't have it in the fridge. Well, I just didn't want it. Yeah. So, and then with the salt, I don't know. Like, I've been adding like a little bit. Every time I add a little bit more sea salt, which I haven't really been drinking any, like literally haven't been drinking too much. I'm just don't. I get more hydrated when I eat foods, like completely. Even my drinking, definitely under 2 liters a day. Some days less than a liter. And I'm not striving for it. Like I purposely want to drink more. Well, I was, but then it just didn't do anything. It just made it worse. Milk is so easy. My body's calming down, so I can pretty much drink what I would like. But raw milk, is just so much more easier to digest. Before I wasn't getting like quenched from it, but now I am. So that's pretty cool. And I usually just like when I got some right here actually. I just take like 2 or 3 sips. I don't like chug anything down when I drink. Yeah, and my body's just been wanting like fat. Like even before I would eat the whole way, but now it just seems like I want the yolk. Evidently. And with the sea salt, I've been at it. I don't even really like weigh it out or measure it. I just put a sprinkle in my mouth, and if I do that, like. I was even avoiding the salt for like a day or two, but if I do that, sometime like I just don't even want to. Not even thirsty. I just don't know how to put it. Even like being out in the heat or something like that. Yeah, just haven't been thirsty. So that was just an update, I guess, about like my diet and what's been going on with that. Yeah, I've been feeling like better every day, almostly. Don't know if that's a word, but it's cool, I guess. And yeah, I notice when I do, like, even when I do put some of the salt in, which it's just like a couple pinches, maybe up to a half teaspoon, maybe sea salt, and I got like this pink Himalayan. I seem to breathe better, like, seem to be, like, it just, like, hits me instantly, or in, like, 15 minutes, to be able to sense more things, and just take in more, just smell more, basically. But I don't really crave the salt, but it's weird, it's like when I'm kind of, like, thirsty or getting on the drier side, I throw the salt in, and you think it would dehydrate you more, but it actually almost does the opposite. Which is interesting. Very interesting. So yeah. And that's pretty much it, you know. I would like eat fruit, but my body just doesn't see it as foods as right now. And I don't know how much that, you know what I mean, I'm not gonna put something in my body that I'm not really wanting. It just keeps saying like fat, basically. Like fat. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. If you have any requests, let me know. Give me a like. Tell me your experiences below. Let me know how your life's going and what you're experiencing. And if this resonates with you or not. Yeah, I'll keep you updated, and I got some other videos coming soon. Thanks for tuning in.